friends, aren't they terrible? At least that's the gist that I got from the comments on my brand new video, and it's also what I like to tell myself when everybody leaves. If you haven't seen my last video, which was about falling out with people, there should be a card above my head, so go and click that now, and then this little Q&A will make a bit more sense. And very quickly, thank you so much for all of the lovely feedback on the new style of video. It was genuinely really quite heartwarming to read, so there will be more of that content in the future. Speaking of which, I'm sorry that I'm not rowing my boat gently down the Minecraft stream today. I thought for this little Q&A it might be just a little bit better to be more chilled out. A couple of weeks ago I asked you guys on Twitter with zero context to ask me some questions about falling out with people. Actually, there might have been context. Was there context? And you guys asked me questions in your droves, which means we've all got problems, haven't we? Makes me feel less alone, being so alone. So, thanks. I'm gonna answer some of those questions today. If you would like to get involved in a future Q&A, you can follow me on Twitter. That is where I will be asking for questions in the future. So make sure you follow me on there, and then maybe you'll be in the next one. So the first question I got was, what are some good ways to get over losing a friend? Because I know that can be hard for people. Well, yes, it can. First off, write an album. But to be a little bit more serious, I know that it sounds really simple when I put it like this, and it's not as easy as I'm making it sound, but you gotta get yourself back out there. You gotta go and broaden your horizons, see new things, meet new people, join new group chats, or whatever it is you kids do. What interests do you have? Do you like 21 Pilots? Find a group chat with other people who also like 21 Pilots. Make new friends. Replace the old friends. In the meantime, while you're making new friends, focus on some hobbies. Do you paint? Do you sing? Do you write music? Do you play Animal Crossing? Animal Crossing will absolutely help, because for that short period of time where you feel like you're a little bit friendless, you can be friends with an elephant or a tanuki that steals all of your money. And maybe over time, you'll become close enough to them where they will want you to trade your grand piano for a number 6 t-shirt. And really really all you need to know about the state of this planet, isn't it? If you have a friend who doesn't support your choices in life and actively makes sly remarks about it, is it better to confront them or just cut them out completely? Always confront someone on their behavior, unless they are like a violent person. If you find them really threatening or intimidating, don't step out of your comfort zone to that extent, but always speak your mind, speak your truth. I think it's very important to stand up for yourself. When you confront people, you also become more self-assured, you become more confident. After you've confronted them and either sorted it out or maybe it went tits, you'll be able to walk away and feel so much better about yourself. You'll be able to be like, hell yeah, I read them to rights. And also, I think just cutting people out without telling them why or trying to get some sort of closure where you can, you'll always regret doing that. I think there are a lot of times where people don't even know they're fucking up, and they deserve to know. As I said in my last video, just if you put it across like, I got really upset by this thing you said or did, and just tell them straight, look, like, hey, I want to sort this out, then that's a lot better than ghosting people, I think. And if you confront them and it goes wrong, if they're still being a dick, you did your best, and then you can cut them out. In your opinion, is it worth losing multiple friends to cut out one toxic one? So as I said in my last video, taking sides is never a good thing. And if you have friends that do take sides and you think that maybe they're going to choose the side that is not yours, then maybe evaluate the friendship you have with that group. And also, it shouldn't have to come to that. Try talking to the other people in your friend group and just say, hey, I just want to let you know I am no longer talking to this person. I don't want to make it awkward. I would still love to hang out with all of you guys, whether it's separately or all together, but I'm not gonna focus on that falling out. I want to focus on my friendship with you guys. Then that's, in my opinion, the way to go. I had this problem in school, and I don't think I even tried to talk to everyone else in the group. When I fell out with one, I just didn't want the awkwardness. So I ended up losing like the whole friend group, and it turns out none of the others ever had a problem with me. I just chose to isolate myself from them for no reason. If that doesn't work and they still take sides, then maybe question why they wouldn't still be by your side. Were they worth being around in the first place? How many chances is too many? I struggle with trusting and forgiving people too easily, and I could use some advice. I'd say this really depends on the situation, like what kind of bond you have and what the circumstances are. People are capable of fucking up more than once, believe me. I know. But if you have found their actions harmful and you've confronted them about it in the past and they still make those decisions, and take those actions, and it's very obvious that they're not trying to fix that part of themselves, or at least appease that side of themselves for your friendship. If they're not willing to change, then maybe it's time to move on. How do you feel about the memories you have with your ex-friends? Do you still keep photos and videos with them, or do you think it's best to just throw everything out? I would say don't throw everything out. Don't throw anything out. Unless it's like really, really bumming you out to have those things in your personal space. But if that's the case, I would recommend like keeping them on a separate drive or in a shoebox if they're physical, because you never know if things are going to change in the future. People change, people grow, as I keep saying. Circumstances change. You might become friends with them again, and then all of those memories that you have, they're lost. But also a point that people don't really think about with this is those memories are still a part of your life. And in the future, you will love to have things to look back on, even if they seem really painful to you now. Like where you were, who you were, what you looked like, what you were doing. All of those things do become very important to you as you get older. So I wouldn't recommend like burning things or ripping things up or throwing stuff away, even though a lot of people do it as closure. I know that I've done all of those things, and I've only ever regretted it, even if I never became friends with them again. And finally, I have 2 questions here, which I'm gonna answer in the same kind of way because they're pretty similar. How do you deal with being ghosted by someone who was, or seemed like they were, a close friend of yours? And how do you let go of grudges you've held against people so you can healthily move on? So both of these have the same answer to me, and that is, it's just gonna take time. I'm sorry that I don't have a better answer, but that is the truth. Time heals all wounds, as they like to say. Who's they? Who are they? Why do they say so much? They say a lot. Being ghosted stings so bad. I've had friends ghost me. I've had people I've been seeing ghost me. But the thing is, if they're ignoring you, then they obviously feel like it's right for them. Whether it's an act of cowardice or not, that's a decision that they've made, and there's not a lot you can do about it because, well, they're ignoring you. So there's not a lot you can do for closure on that. Not getting closure is another painful thing. You might be left wondering for ages like what you did, or in the case of grudges, you might just sit there and stew in anger about what they did to you. But over time, with ghosting and grudges, you'll think about those situations less and less every single day. Those memories will be replaced by happier ones, and you will become stronger from those experiences. I promise you that. I promise you. For every single friend that I've lost, whether it was my fault or their fault, it sucks, it hurts for a very long time, and then you just get to know a little bit more about yourself as you're healing. Healing is a very, very, very powerful thing. It helps you get to know yourself better when you're out of the pain. I hope you enjoyed this little follow-up to my last video. Please be sure to click the notification bell. I know everybody says that, but it's becoming more and more and more important every single day. And like I said before, follow me on all my socials. My Instagram is poppin' right now. Who says poppin'? Poppin'. It's popping off. And like I said, follow me on Twitter to get involved with future Q&As. Suggestions for videos are always welcome. Please let me know down below what you'd like to see. Do you have any topics you'd like me to cover in the new style? Let me know down below. And as always, guys, I shall catch you later.